Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your girl LELE Expressions. So, what I'm going to be talking about today will be the Empire season finale. I know I'm a bit late. I did watch the episodes for the season finale on Thursday. I know it premiered Wednesday on television, but I have my Hulu Plus subscriber because it's cheaper than cable. So I got to watch it Thursday. And since I watched it late on Thursday due to work and getting the household together for school the next day for the little one, I rewatched it last night, which was Saturday night, so that I could catch anything I missed. And I even wrote down some things in case I forgot anything, and so I can give you guys a better idea on what happened in the season finale. Now, on Hulu Plus subscribers, we get to watch stuff a day after it airs on television. So, they broke down the season finale into 2 episodes. Okay? Now, I wrote everything down on my phone so that I could be able to read what I've observed, which I observed some more things when I rewatched an episode, because sometimes that's what happens. Maybe you watch the episodes, you catch something that you haven't seen, and I'm able to tell you guys what happened. Now, the first episode was called Die But Once. That's the name of the episode. What happened in this episode, what I heard, is in the beginning you see Lucius that had double vision, and we all know that for the beginning of the show he was diagnosed with ALS. So he's trying to write this song for his opening of his company going public, because he wants a big song to, make it happen. So he's getting ready for this, and on the same day that the company is going to go public, Hakeem is going to have his release party for his album. So he's trying to write his song. He's seeing, double vision. He's trying to get his feelings straight, and he's trying to look for Cookie, but Cookie is already preoccupied. So he's trying to get a hold of everybody. Hakeem is with his peoples working on a song. He's pissed at his father, for getting rid of Camilla. And Jamal is already at a party for his album, signing and meeting fans. So while all this is happening, while he's trying to figure out where everybody at, Cookie is with Malcolm, which is one of the security guards that work at Empire. So they're away on their weekend doing them. So, of course, Lucius isn't happy because he's trying to get a hold of everybody. And in the last episode before the season finale, that's when everything went down. And Jamal's supposed ex-wife, the boy that she was messing around with, was violent. And the daughter, which is the baby Lola, was trying to tell him that this guy hurts his mommy, and he's came to Empire and was getting ready to kill Jamal because he felt like Jamal was getting in the way. And then Lucius revealed that he is the father of baby Lola. And of course Malcolm came, saved the day, and Cookie got wet and wanted to go away with him. So that's what happened. Now, obviously, Jamal and Hakeem are in the room when he revealed about the secret of what he's done to Jamal and being the father of Lola. They're pretty upset, and Hakeem is super upset because he figured out that Lucius has gotten rid of Camille and tried to pay her off and send her away, and lied to him, saying that, of course, during a hard time, she took the money, and that's what women do. So, during a performance, Snoop Dogg performed his Peaches and Cream, which I'm looking for the single because I'm in love with the single. So they had a part where you know, they start rapping, and Hakeem had to come in and spit a line, spit a few verses. And Hakeem's still obviously furious at his father for what he's been doing. So he disses his father, talking about how, everybody thinks he's hot shit, but he can't keep his family together, and he's going to go off with his bitch, which is his ex-fiancée, Anita. So that goes down, which my mouth just dropped right there. So while this is going on, through all the midst of it is, you have Andre. Now, Andre had a mental breakdown, and his father has sent him away, obviously, so he can get some help. Because he felt that he was losing his mind or what have you. So while he was off getting help, he ran into a nurse, and she happened to be a Christian, and trying to present to him that he could find another alternative through God so he could get his life back on track. So while that's going on, he's being confused, because he's getting to run around on, because the whole concept of the story, the Empire, is that since Lucius was with ALS, he's trying to figure out which one of his sons will be able to run his empire. And Andre is really wanting his spot, doing everything that he can, and he's suffering from mental illness, and he feels like he's getting a run around. And in one of the episodes, he tries to commit suicide because he doesn't know what to do. He feels that he's running out of options. So let's see. I ran through that. Now, when Cookie came back from being with Malcolm, she tries to show her friend that they grew up with the kids, Carol, what she's been doing, because they've been keeping in contact, since they started in her living room writing songs to recreate stuff for the Empire. So she comes back, her card doesn't work, and Lucius has basically told her to kick rocks, and that she doesn't earn a dime of Empire. So basically he just fucked around with her, to get what he wanted. So of course, with all that being said, she had to get rid of her stuff out of the Empire. And Malcolm who has been the security guard, of course they observed some of the shady shit that goes on, was trying to explain to her, like, listen, why don't you come with me and start a new life? I got this job in Washington, D.C. It pays real well, and you could start something new out there, and we could be together. But of course, Cookie, with her sons being involved in the business, she feels that she has to stay around because she does not trust that man as far as she could throw her, which I could understand. So after all that, God knows, they had the scene where the doctor came in and explained to Lucius that he's been misdiagnosed, and since he's been having his double vision, one of the nurses that took care of him, they explained to him that you have been misdiagnosed, so basically he's not dying. So one of his medications that they took was so that he could sleep, because during some of the medication he'll have insomnia, and he didn't want that, so he took the medicine early. Through the midst of it all, he took the medicine, and here's where it gets real big. Okay? Now he comes, took the medicine, he's sleeping. Cookie came in to talk to him, and in his sleep, he, has, in his dreams, he sees Bunky sitting on the bed, because Bunky is letting him know that he's fucking up, and he reveals in his sleep that he's killed Bunky. So Cookie heard that. She's furious because, throughout the show, Lucius has been playing the part that he's sad that it's his close friends, but we all know that Bunky was trying to extort money from him, and Lucius didn't like that, and he killed him. But nobody knows who's really done that except for, for Vernon, who's also one that knows a lot of his secrets. And he also paid a guy to take the fall for him so that Lucius could still stay out and run his empire. So that would conclude the first half of the season finale. Now, there's a lot that's going on. Okay? So that brings us to the second half, which on Hulu, the name of the episode is called Who I Am. Okay? So once Lucius has figured out that he's not dying, he feels that he's invincible, that he's cheated death. So in the beginning of the episode, they were presented in the conference room, and he presented everybody with a gift. Now, he presented Andre with a gift of a cross with a lion on it, and he explained that he saw what his father was doing and that he was trying to apologize for what he's done, what he's seen that he was trying to do with Michelle, which was the nurse. And then he gave Malcolm a cross, a necklace, trying to tell him that he sees how strong he is and don't let anybody, even him, tell him how to do things. And then he gave Jamal a symbol to represent that now he is running a company. Now, obviously, you have Andre, who is super pissed because he sat there and went above and beyond to try to prove to his father that he can run the company. And obviously, Hakeem wanted it just as bad, and now they're pissed off as hell and they're trying so hard to not go off and punch everybody in the face. So now that you see that, you see Vernon has gotten out of rehab because Vernon, as we know, has went back into his habit of cocaine. So that's when Lucius trying to tell him that Cookie's went off the wire, because Cookie obviously heard him announce that he killed Bunky in his sleep from his medication, that she tried to smother him in his sleep, and she did not know that there were cameras in the room, and she got caught. And he told Jamal, showed the security footage, so Jamal doesn't know what to believe. So out of all the midst of this, after he picked up Vernon from rehab, you had the FBI that has trying to see if they can figure out a way to get Lucius in jail for the murder of Bunky. And now that Cookie has figured out that Lucius was behind this, as easy as she wanted to do this, she really wanted to take him down, but she was like, she had something else up her sleeve, and she denied trying to help them, because in the hood we all know that snitches get stitches, and she went on that, but she wanted another way to take that fool down. So she's thinking of ways to take him down, because she's pissed because Lucius obviously played her because of her doing time that she has had no way of being really a major part of the company. And she said, and she thought that she was, and Lucius was basically playing her, telling her whatever she wanted to hear, and he knew the outcome of it. So obviously you have Hakeem, after he done dissed his father, talking about how he's going to take his bitch. He's at a party screwing Anita, and his father saw that because he walked into the room. So now Anita's in Hakeem's ear talking about how he could do a plan to make sure that he doesn't, that he could take a different route so that he could take his father down at his own empire, with a hostile takeover plan. So Hakeem goes back to Andre and, presents this plan, and Andre is down. So they're all pretty pissed because obviously Jamal has taken the role of now taking over Empire. So now that Cookie is pissed off that she's not a part of the plan, now Andre and Hakeem are talking to Cookie so they can figure out a way to take him down. Now, after Vernon got out of jail, there was a scene where he told the real reason on why Lucius has killed Cookie. I'm sorry, Lucius did not kill Cookie. She's how he cooked Bunky. So she finds out the real reason, but of course she's still pissed that Lucius done it, and he's playing, the person that was so in love with him, and in his dream he did say that everybody that crosses him die. So obviously Bunky was trying to extort money from him, and he was like, yeah, and then shot the shit out of him. So now Vernon saw the look on Cookie's face because she fears for his boys, because when she heard, Lucius said everybody that crosses me dies, and obviously Bunky is dead, and now Jamal is in charge, he feels that, if Jamal does something shady, that he's going to kill his own damn son. So Vernon tries to go off because he sees what's going on and tries to talk to Andre. Andre is not trying to hear that because he's still pissed, and he's obviously, it's like, I don't want to hear what anybody else say because everybody's telling me shit I want to hear. They get into his fight. Andre's wife comes in, and she obviously just sees them scuffle, and Vernon on top whooping his ass, and then she clocks him in the back of the head so hard that he dies on the floor. So you got Vernon laying there in a pool of his own blood, and they don't know what to do. They hesitate, and then they go over to the opening of the ceremony where the company goes public. So while that's going on, you have the FBI come in before they perform, Lucius's song that he worked so hard on after Jamal has helped him get his minds together to write the song. You have the FBI come in, swoop in, and arrest Lucius for the arrest of Bunky. Now, the FBI agent, Lucius automatically remembers her from dealing with Cookie, and he thinks that Cookie has something to do with him getting arrested. But as we watched the episode, Cookie did not say anything, as though she had the perfect opportunity to say stuff, since he basically, fucked her out of the opportunity of running the company, a major part of the company. But she didn't say anything. But obviously, he saw this agent, and it looked like Cookie and said something, and automatically he's arrested at his big event. As he's getting let on handcuffs, he sees Hakeem and Andre, and he puts 2 and 2 together. So now he's in a jail cell thinking of what he's going to do when he gets out of jail. And that concluded the finale of Empire. Now, I gave you guys a lot of what's going on. Now, if you are watching this and obviously have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about, because I can't explain every single way in detail because I will be sitting here for 2 hours. So I gave you basically the main points of what I've seen. I've rewatched the episode for you guys. I've written down things that I've seen because obviously I can't remember everything off the top of my head. So I rewatched this for you guys, and for anyone who has not watched any episodes of Empire, if you are a Hulu Plus subscriber, they still have all of the episodes there, starting from the beginning of season 1. So you can catch everything that's going on from the finale. I'm sorry, from the first episode until now. So you can go ahead and play catch up. Now, there are rumors that season 2 would be in September, because usually that's when all the premieres of popular shows come back on the air after summer and spring, because Gotham is a different case, because they're coming back in April. So I would say they would come back with this either in September, and we are all hoping that they're not trying to come back next year in January, because that's like a bit too long of a wait. And now obviously I'm in love with the show. I love the show from the beginning until now. Such many plot twists, and Lucius played that role well with his crazy ass and his crazy lines, and Cookie. And obviously we've seen a lot of chemistry between them two, from Taraj and Terrence, from their movie Hustle and Flow. So they make a great team, and I love all the artists and all the original music that came from them. They had so many stars, appear on Empire, and I am so excited for them to come out with the second season, because now we're all sitting here thinking, shit, what is Lucius going to do when he comes out of jail? Because obviously he's going to come out of jail, because boy's banking. He got money. So he's going to come out, and he's going to be coming for everybody, because like he said, everybody that screws him over died. He cheated death. He think people were going to take him down. He obviously killed Bunky because he was one of them. And Moretti done took his rights to down half of his songs. And he's obviously gunning for him. Jamal's head of the company. They're trying to figure out what's going to happen. You have the boys plotting against each other, because obviously they haven't earned that title. And then you have Cookie that's furious that she's been getting strings along. And obviously poor Malcolm wanted him to become, his girl. But things happen, You gotta, Malcolm is fine. I'm looking at Cookie like, Cookie. But then I understand that, that's her boys. That's what she helped build. And now she has to sit there and look after her boys, because she really sees how shady, Lucius has become. And what money does to people is crazy. And obviously you see this throughout the episodes of Empire. And if you haven't already, go out and buy the Empire soundtrack. Please go buy it. It's seen on Amazon for $7. You guys could spend $7. That's like buying a value meal. And you can have this music to bump to. I bumped this album straight yesterday, loud. Like, I love this album. Everything about this album, I love. And there's no cussing in the album. That's the best part. Because usually sometimes you hear a song and I have to sit there and I'll be like, hold on, because I'm a 7-year-old and then I don't want her singing stuff that she don't need to be singing, and I'll turn it to the next one. I don't have to worry about that. And obviously, I am still Team Jamal. Team Jamal got this. And obviously, there's been things, that his father didn't want to say because he is gay. And then you had, people call, him out because he's gay. And damn, I'm just so proud of Jamal. Like, come on, Jamal. Team Jamal. He don't give a fucking why he's gay. And that's another thing I happened to left out. There was somebody that used to work at the label that calls him out gay, and then he went to the battle and sung his response to him and ain't had nothing to say. Because obviously that's another thing. When it comes to people being of a different sexual orientation, that gives them an excuse to, you know, classify what the hell they're capable of because they like the same sex that they are. So who the fuck what? You know, obviously Jamal is a fucking genius. I'm rooting for Jamal all the way, and I am like everybody waiting for season 2 to come out. So, like I said, if you haven't watched any of the Empires, if you have HBO Go or, you know, things like that, I'm a Hulu Plus subscriber, so I can go back and rewatch anything that I have missed. I hope that I've helped anybody who has watched Empire and happens to not watch the season finale and is unsure of what's happened, or maybe I've said something in this review that you might not have seen. But either way, Empire is a kick-ass show. I know there is some conflicts that are also going on social media that Empire is ripping off of a show called Powers. I obviously don't know what to say to that because I have never watched Powers. So I can't sit there and be like, oh, well, you know, Empire is better than Powers, because obviously I haven't seen it. So anyway, look out for season 2. Like I said, I hear rumors about, you know, them coming back out in September when they usually do, you know, like season premieres. But hopefully it does come out and we don't have to wait until next year, because that will suck. Anyway, hope I helped. This is LELE, and I'm out.